Camera say, Nyamisha, na Mecca games in Wansam. Na I am keenly monitoring Mudryk situation, no. Na I am comma, me pese uye Ghana near, Oma was some ha. Uye Ghana Football Association, Oma was some ha because a grey area and pempi, you know. Young Kohompo, but a serious pa. Because you can imagine, say, young fan say, Ghana is star player Muhammad Kudus. Waba Ghana. Kudus say, Nenaya na Ghana Black Stars medical team no amane dranum. Omane dronum ya no hoton no de ball de ma Ghana. Yeni aje Kudus call back to Tottenham. Yes say Ombe checking no Johnson randomly. Ombe checking no Johnson yes say Omo doping substance ewum. Doping substance na kwahwe mu a. Yes say hey aye bone into ya banning Kudus for 1 year. What just imagine this situation? What would Tottenham Hotspur do? Because Tottenham I investment on him. Into yes sir. Keto kreku tini baby or why you be friend of master. Asamoah ba you be see Keto kreku ne Ghana Football Association. You be see your mind Ghana. And so now President Mahama tini baby o. Keto kreku tini baby o. Ebi a doctor no kra no enye nani so ebi a wanye won sa. But now we are supposed to pay millions of dollars. Inti no yanko nyema bi wo ho a asam si a asam ni to obi a na yesua nyema de efrim. Ken Mudryk situation no. Ba ekeka ko 1 year nie. Chelsea supporters wo ho a yebisa Mudryk wahi. The last update e ba was that impanyimfo no say doping substance no onsnan chain appeal aba say yenyan share the second test no nti ye twen but it looks like nkofo ya agya to say band de ebia na aba. Iti last week na Shakhtar Donetsk for no say omo no mo ton player ne de ma Chelsea omo ti 70 million euros e de ato ho nemom aka 30 bia na ye add-ons. I was say Chelsea echiadema Shakhtar Donetsk for no because Chelsea deal no 70 million euros cash down plus 30 million euros add-ons. Intika Shakhtar de wajini sika de ato aka 30 million euros or say sanka boy ni bola nkomenya extra 30 million euros.
Eno kra no mo say na no club world cup no. Ene conference league kakakrabeba sendie add-ons trophies a obeje game appearances. Inti boy na emmo ball no omo Shakhtar Donetsk for no sika na ebehwere omo into already omo prepare omo dia omo koji sika de free Ukrainian Football Association for because according to them no allegedly omo enema Mudryk edroma no no ye ema the situation nyina ba so omo de eto. And no, sorry, Chelsea for so prepare another document at the Akoko seal say almost so kwako seal Ukraine for no. Now Chelsea for there, you need to understand them. Tio, Chelsea has spent 70 million euros on a player. Cash.
Master, and Niagro, oh my Ghana, oh hi, you see, ye kwajibo 50 million euros, ye set me guye. Master, ye set me guye. Ti say, hey, sikano so. Sometimes football, your both figures now because say a good year. Master Ayesika Casio 70 million euros investment on Mudryk. Only for the boy, Chelsea for to mu baby omun carboni and Kebin Shemu. Boy na national team aba. Yes, we failed test. Chelsea investments ebe shegu 70 million euros. They will never understand.
Mudryk menya says K.
Say this is Chelsea na the entire Mudryk ka won say Chelsea enim say boy no so no onim who be because ade no ye twen the second test na be hu say ampa na Mudryk enim say ade no mo dey won no dope drug anase enye doping drug tio say Mudryk enim dia then oye liable ese so tika no tue bi na mom so ono so enim. And a Ukraine for no so that they want a Ukraine for nebetia.
Okay.
And until the Chelsea for ASU, the player and the Ukraine Football Association. Let me give you one example. Adrian to the Chelsea for 22 million at the Palmer. And a boy in the buy. Boy in the buy only Jose Mourinho issues. And Chewan it says, on also swako fairly test. Ni dieno, dear buy and say, boy no one casancasa ne coffee. One quad national team. A your no one casancasa ne economy. And a Chelsea force a what? Ya say sika. It's Chelsea force you and dry mutu 17 million euros. And a boy they said Darby. Wakwa appeal wakas. Wakas wakwa appeal makum yensa. It's Chelsea near Adrian Mutu ready. A Chelsea versus Adrian Mutu. Me no ka say asam no mo bogu Adrian Mutu so but okofese kana wa hin. 17 million okofane wa hin.
Sa administration ekregu.
What I say? Because Mekai said by 2008 Chelsea tried to rope Palmer in say compare some of the Palmer for a joints liable because Palmer the inconvenience can aha because Palmer the says kakra ho and the Palmer said na ya head ya top player the abu area yeah na fa ho ben into omuji Palmer from ti say Adrian Mutu the na kada kwa because the Canadian say nyi and look Mudryk sorry Mudryk the no se Chelsea issue Mudryk nkwa 70 million euros okofa ne wa hen. So Chelsea needs to add the Ukraine Football Association fund because say almost po musika
Ghana there say yen asemu ya to yen na ombeji schedule yen say enke the BCBC.
That is why
Ghana Football Association mo ko fa 70 million we.
Okofa ne wa hen.
Na no bisa ban kro no obenya ma.
Hey, na okra won ferry. Enunti and a lessons to all of us. As some way, why when yeah, we had discussion now in Chelsea. Why drink also? Keto Kreku ni a pound from Ghana Football Association. He said, Master, they need to be very careful.
More money doctors
Extra careful.
And you come across there. Sa substances no bibe wa pa.
Hey!
Ayi big movie.
Big
and cranty money.
Yeah. Okra money one.
Some no udi wa gra send you obenya se buana.
Honestly, hadie. So omuni ba on say ha no ye di niam bi ba ye mfa ho. What you say? But niam na me pam choya ka say ban substance enye se bi tampio. E betimi aba say edru a wonnom kra etipaye edru painkiller. Ebia na substance bi wo mu a eye ban normally ya na nkofo feel say ya ka say eye ban substance ebia wanom ntampia na bi entesa ebia oyare te say kolotu ready o se wa ye kese obese no so tia nti no enye ntampia sam te betimi ato obia because again your place e ba down before they will join the Black Stars camp. What did they do? They go home. They eat foods. Bi. Ebia na you might be affected. Sebi sa asam no ekwesi wo national team. Ebia na asam no ensi wo camp tio. Ebia mama yusu Kudus nye example. Kudus wa aba bedru Ghana. Wakwa Nima, wakwa akodidi. Eno aba Black Stars camp. Se ye ndopine na asam no establish so Black Stars camp in the sea. Tottenham Hotspur do no care say boy no ba Nima because omu jane kwan se omra Ghana. It's the best of Ghana biano, yen liable.
Okay.
Yen for lessons in frame. Footballers no so some for lessons in frame. So club with is kato. Now we ni dear won't fa within rough club ni be see
football figures and annual
exactly
55 million, 60 million, 70 million.
She can annual
into same fantasy about season back no. Now we talk club and a club and fancy.
No about January about half back on abo on so cry na the born papa bi na
club and fancy.
Nti omo jo musika. Honest last time we be there. You're careful, pa. Me de kakra me catch up na. What they imagine say, Ishak, Sheska Chelsea, Liverpool for spend with Ishak. No, but that sorry. Yes, of course, reading Nancy. Hey,
Mudryk, no Chelsea are well of. Ebeko be 4 years old. And yeah, 1 year and 2 years.
Someone no.
Ebeko be 4 years because the you say they no fire now. They are not wedding.
Cow stem. Somebody treaty knee. What I say, but omo checki and say there's a substance ebi ewom mendonium ebi ewom no na a banned substance no. Okay. You know, Your bumpire,
footballers in a crowd, I'm ready to say, I'm more athletics and athletics for no.
Say,
Omodomo Tata Mopa. Omodia before Crowby to America, or near my baby.
Check it. Football, they will say, who one my checking around Domubi. What I say. Intimacy, just something that we all need to learn. Near me, who are your funny trust, Black Stars players, and by your mom did near master. Some two are now. Won't say, Mro, we are see. Ken, they are tossing you. The Etienne say Antonio Rudiger situation and me papa. You see, Rudiger is giving everything to Real Madrid. Say, and yes, last season, now we pra deliberately on one say me ball no chichire and 90 ball entire season. Me sure saying the reoccurrences of injuries in Kebeto na sa. Na kwaya me to say injuries no say na esi astart say eba no it will continue ebeto so because look we pra and odi abobo no sa because me kra no me susu say enye last season nko an hwe 2023 season na Tibu Kutua he was injured virtually the entire season and obeda the last parts of the season of that finals against Dortmund no. Sa season no Tibu Kutua Alaba was virtually out, Militao was out. Inti back four no Rudiger na Eshelde Andrew Lunin Nacho Falo Mendy onwa we pre-crowd but intimate me cracker say bet 2 seasons near this guy was sacrificing ni bibia to Real Madrid. And afi say English na start to say eba. Now he's going out 2 to 3 months. Now, Madrid for a Philippine baby, sir. Unlike last season, because they say the house and air available. Eda Militao Abba back. Raul Asensio was a couldn't cry a doa. A really tramini beats me abo. But the bigger picture is that Rudiger no season way. And a performance, any games so be born a better say Madrid man not twaso and answer woman on twaso. Because Alaba, Rudiger, Omunina that same scale say, Omuni, Rudiger 32, Alaba 33. But their performance this season will determine, say, Madrid should let them continue or not. Because the legendary Sergio Ramos squadron premier, so they have to let him go. Inti injuries never effect, and it looks like so majority of the Madrid games are Madrid will let him go. Because he has sacrificed everything for the club. Now he's going out. Very unfortunate. Dear Tosubu, Manchester City, Manchester United. Ken, maybe a City ni na Mati Pep Guardiola swan all soon about injuries. And I see how among for trying to sympathize with the Manchester City team say injuries no adoso. Me a City ni, you know that very well. I don't sympathize with the team at all.
We a City ni. And on Elemona City for. On also City kuno. Is this Panyimba?
Oh, sir, Nyamishano pa. Team Papa say.
Pass or City.
Oh, Nyamishao bebre.
Was no in team when your team here.
Oh, they be misenken unka. Baka sem fe what me say no. What say asem no. Oh. Say you on your team. Get it say. Me, I don't sympathize with my team. Let me explain to you why. What can I say? You're easy, you know. Manchester City quarter top players be buy January dear and Tiani Rendes more ain't no remove bad team, you know. Pep Guardiola started complaining. Say, players now does one camp. The one thing as some Pep Guardiola bekai. He even threatened board of directors and sporting directors and say, someone torn players Nibia obejai na oko one guy is our story. No? Set players not dorsal. Who besides a players na dorsal say 25 players or say it is too much. And players no adia be ni yana say or ko camper na offer 18 players that the rest of the players no beja omu ofie no. Onima some be catch o wintin panyimfo no pam players no monko. One guy is our story we. The sporting directors and the management pleaded, catch the Pep Guardiola said, no. Last season, who faces similar problems, injuries affected team. No, this season, who bought so many games, who bought Champions League, who bought other games, World Cup, who players, no, ever start so So you need large squad. Make I say last year November, Pep Guardiola na ye interview say, send the games in SC Kono. Next season he will try and have a large squad. Only for him, Sama no asanso asana no. Papa no enyi hano. Pep Guardiola, it is true. Pep Guardiola enyi hano. O can wait. No about can something different. Obia November, what say? I've learned my lesson. I'll have a larger squad. Sama no asanso asana no say squad no dosu. O want some fama na nyese obe jai team no hako. Omo jai team ne pamo players ni bebre ama omo akwa you are again coming back to complain say I any injuries affect so and a squad ni say you omo nya ne den. City was 16 senior players today. Injuries now simpanyfo no complaining, supporters no complaining say if City for anya careful short squad no injuries will affect them again. Yet we are back again to this conversation. Sanya sir, Ryan Aït-Nouri, Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur, and the Kudus ball be or than a 9 edge, and a ball no born in 19 anchor no twisty. The guy tried to play, no one to be mono pride. Clearly, Aït-Nouri was not fit to play the Brighton game. No one to be more, and so yeah, that's sorry. I pay Guardiola my boy in the ball nibi. And no, and Aït-Nouri say he's going out for 5 weeks. Why? Because if he had options, Inka Obama before Frabo, only options. It's the injuries, so me say I don't sympathize even for a bit for this man. Maybe a disciple of him, but asabna ekokwa eyekoko eyefita. The problem City are facing 99% a Pep Guardiola. Well, Ken, the woman say. City elusu tu atwaso obebo Man U obo wi a wabo Napoli wi a wabo Arsenal one game said the City enim. Look, City would have to find ways to get results. Man U team no nanzen omunya positive results against Manchester City. We community shield na and no cry am person dey be come games analysis ho. But last season, for instance, yes, Omo won last minute. Danny game ni 2-1, and they come goalless draw. In the recent game, City has struggled against Manchester United. Though a games a City ball no, a pass ball no, but City need energy to continue the game. Sir, and one day the ball game Omo ni. Now, Man U for no, the only game Omo drop the normal game Fulham, Brentford. But some more ball through Manchester City energy ni eba from. Me are very particular to know the kind of lineup coach in Ebebo. You know why? Say Cunha situation no. 50-50. Obebo now because and now also when now so when say no akotwam wo camp wo baako. Some more they dada you.
I know they were confirm.
Say me engineering di.
Onje coach ni.
Say Cunha emmo ball ni bia because Cunha in Wemo dear, honestly, the kind of level of the Manchester United acquired this season are way higher than last season. Sir Cunha and Mobo Nibia. I think the coach in the best row say Obama Benjamin Sheshko start the game no. Because all the probables are we are hearing in Yinano Sheshko on the bench. Why?
We hear minutes kakra.
Hey, and now no Slovenia, Switzerland, Slovenia, Sweden. 90 minutes. Akurana Bobo national team. If you cannot trust someone you've paid some huge sums of money, millions of money to play this game. Now, okay, in any case, Sekunya oha omobo ni bi ana sa. Now, Adena says Sekunya niwa. Why won't you want to play him?
Almost so pray.
Na national team no boy and no team impra.
It's a game in the San Marino, Mone, Slovenia, Modi essential.
So, one more video, I am assuming he said the front trainer, Zeski Bebois, behind him, Ebe Mbuimu and Ebia, Bruno Fernandes, hopefully. Send Kobe Menu will partner Casemiro in midfield. Okay. Now, why this is important, say City, who wants Ruben Diaz and John Stones, nobody has someone to City. Because these guys, Bobo, Miensa, Edu, which here, on by a mistake, Titi Ruben Diaz. Sekuzanov, ebe fully fit, me was started training. Sepe Benya ni mujidie, do onye fully fit, so bebo boni bidia. City be stable kakra with you. But it is a game I don't trust because of time, honestly. Preferably a draw. Let me move on to the other games fast. Ken, the attendant said Chelsea ne Brentford game no. Unim say, and now on a Chelsea for Brentford for set pieces coach. No more friend Bernardo Cueva. Honestly say Chelsea share connects and free kicks CBI on one. Unim so no call Chelsea no. Obia Brentford for Kofa no so ombe replacing Keith Andrews. Keith Andrews see on a naya Thomas Frank ne set pieces coach. So no so specialities set pieces. Thomas Frank ko ye no. And I'm for coach from random say Derby. Keith na or set pieces coach in Beye. Inti Keith Andrews no ne speciality pa set pieces. She say he's the head coach of Brentford. And Chelsea say they are scoring more goals from set pieces. This is how it makes the games interesting. Now Brentford na ye nim last year. Asasa team no enye papa biu. Afei ena mubo bia me yahwe because the coach and the coach call you know the goalkeeper McFlecken call Chris Nogard call Johan Wisa call Imbuimu call team na ye me. And Omasanso an inexperienced coach. And this not to waste so much time. Chelsea needs to take advantage because Afei and a Brentford for no air build BB under Keith Andrews. And don't think almost start here now. Sunderland the ball moves. Hey, okay, maybe they need time to build that. But say dear Ebema I'm a game when I interested in a second. Make offer Chelsea lineup and now no coach say Andrew Santos, Extevao, Oman Babe Druntem. And it draw Pedro, boys na call Brazil, no man bedroom them. And the Copa man ye fits. Afin was started training back in.
Okay.
1 year careful. No, my boys Libya, but why win bebo? I feel said though, or man bedroom them, though Copa man ye fits, but Chelsea should stick to their first 11. Because I always a war drop you or Monoama, Maggie, Monoama, Master, Debbie. And Yamian game near money, we are a job.
7 p.m.
Exactly. So when says Kai said or more born or more brass, Chelsea can do substitutions instead of say you are going to give it a try to new place. Though my man may do them, but they need to play. Chelsea needs the 3 point. Until Chelsea win against Brentford. Sociedad Madrid. Mekai 2023 Sociedad Shema do 2-0 you know. 3 games now Madrid akwa anwaita biano 1-0 bako another bako na 2-0 and I'm saying show 1-0. 3 games in here. Anueta for no Sociedad intimi for go grand to Real Madrid next. After in Madrid for air BODB games no mabono. I am not quick to say team name improve bebre and compared to Carlo Ancelotti because we or more baby. Though you see elements of Inyema or Sasa, for instance, say Ojibo fi Madrid last season Carlo Ancelotti idea is that group come back into proper structure. Jabi Alonso believes in different ideology. The different ideology is that instead of Carlo Ancelotti ideas, say come back to structure, let them bring the ball. No, in there, let's go and fight for the ball. I don't just send the papa check Carlo Ancelotti, no. Obia on the ideologies ni nyina no ends up at the end of it no GBB and answer 1 GBB. I am not quick to do comparison though Afein and Jabi Alonso are starting the journey. I wish him well. Every game I want to see changes. Now no we will say or the other goal have about 10 instead of the traditional 8. Into game will be a SSA but Sociedad there though a bear ding Sociedad sa Emmanuel Aguilar team no share na asasa we free team no more say the Sociedad we used to know any Sociedad debut. So I'm expecting a slim win for Madrid. Barca the Valencia there. Another win for Barcelona.
Barcelona, Valencia match then say 697. Biggie, as I say 697.
The last 4 games, 18-4.
18-4. Someone say Hamburg, so the last 3, 53-1. Bayern Munich. League in the boy, you. Biggie.
We are Real Madrid supporter. I was so bumpire. I'm a Real Madrid Bokuno. So especially central defense. Madrid players now want to be stay fit. And they are Real Madrid Bokuno. Make casa because minimum Real Madrid central defenders Marco 5. Omuye num and a minimum. But in reality, Real Madrid ever one central defender pair. In reality, Madrid has one central defender. Ever mubobo kunim. Emfa won say omoye Marco num. I am saying this because minimum Raul Asensio, ne rise ever Real Madrid given the opportunity. Boy akwala na body mo wa dine di Madrid bobo kunim no. Obi odi Spanish La Liga nechi e follow Real Madrid biano and with the kind of quality akwada ni possess at a point na nipa boni din a ye de neto to Sergio Ramos ho not because I will do the status as Sergio Ramos achieve here e wo Madrid derby but the playing style anybody mona all bono na you move be feel say so to also with that kind of performance no keep it up at that level en kwa dia no be consistent obetimi akwa do the status as Sergio Ramos e duru ye no ntina nipa dodo na e sha ase so mo dia brand ne to Sergio Ramos ho but along the line especially last season ye ba be season no na the performance ne nya consistent obema good games enne but e chena unhu so ma that kind of performance. Certain tackles be obeko now resulting in a fouls and may be affecting Real Madrid after the season Club World Cup in here. Same inconsistent performance and another Madrid bobo kono. Into or you player be a prospect any wo no cre but Madrid in team for money so. Number 1. Number 2. David Alaba or Real Madrid can okana some crampo and can Alaba from Bayern Munich. The kind of ball and Alaba ball as a left back, EBPM or Real Madrid bobo kunima. You're converting into the central defense role. Anytime he gets the opportunity, now we says our quality to the extent that he's been versatile for both the club and then the country, especially. I thought that defensive midfield in Alaba to me a boy or Austria, any idea. But at Real Madrid, a pressure yes a bum, and we a footballer. That's all prepare baby and hinder progress. The obetimi aye wo park de sompo no nipa hu na kampese ya baba benya omugide to obetimi ati akan enti ene emfa ho ne de David Alaba ya twam mre bi ye ka players e wo Real Madrid players e wo wiase a nipa betimi anya omugide so omugina game mu no omusi akan a you get that kind of trust and confidence in them as defenders so mo be solidify e chiri wono de ama na unliki in goals a ye mo David Alaba din emfa nka ho because injury hano etiama ne performance na aye poor Real Madrid bobo konim. Number 2. Number 3. Eden Militao can say amena wo say he's been fit for Real Madrid this season. Ye Militao ball obo at a point before Rudiger mo be busting into the scene for Real Madrid no ma baba be key figures abe mainstay of Madrid bobo konim no Eden Militao mo na gina chiro as the pillars and giants for the Real Madrid club. Almost see a kind where children manema con kind of more modern money cost. But from last season, there have been that inconsistencies or not because of injury. Obey available in there. Following the obey available, a fair one sounds unibim. Or plan no about the bokaka at the point. Or tonight chain for more than 5 to 6 months or so. Or Real Madrid bobo kunim. And Sana or Baba available. Close to a year now, I had been so when Eden Militao. So we'll see a kind of Real Madrid bobo kono. But he read this season, Mono fit. Our league in the shots, and he's played 2 matches for Real Madrid bobo kono. Performance and it was so. But one team in GDA. Eden Militao. So throughout the season, a player why injury prone in recent times. Every team has stay fit 100%. Eddie Madrid bobo kono now see a kind. Eddie Real Madrid. Until you can only pray for this player so be stay fit and why you're consistent. Or you're consistent, there he has the quality. But in Jano, that is the big question. And I say Antonio Rudiger. And so then the Ababa account. A free last season ever. Who play about to Praha ne pa Rudiger. Rudiger na miminu no. A player na ding so be say oh prepare. bananse imre kakra ya abai Rudiger ye fit ene echina unya no obeye fit china ade echia unya no oya fit nko ade he's a quality center back ye ka football e wo wiase omo ma bo center back a build their status ade ama omo ho a ken obebo Rudiger obebo Van Dijk Rudiger is in that class as a central defender but injuries are shase a hano the only player ye fit no ye consistent man Madrid e chire honom ababa be Dinhausen a 20-year-old player and afi was a Madrid rely on for the season and anything make us say oh ye Madrid supporter now ope Madrid team no ope coach Xabi Alonso asema bompa ye for Real Madrid say injury to be ansan konkobem because yes I be affected the Real Madrid team no matter the kind of quality you have in your squad say injuries be setting in a we on hu hwea enye it may we Madrid team an injury free season na e bi man meka ho na nko affect your performance ken Atletico Madrid this season starting now one of the most difficult for coach your friend said Diego Simeone. I am saying this because you start the season depending on the kind of clubs how you mubeshia now you mubesia kind no ebinom feel say when you a good draw and I say a fair start to the season. Diego Simeone look at the quality of the team last season. Why a bit of additions and so about beka ho. Oye wie you know the first game of the season on Espanyol. Now the part do na feel so benya win. Unfortunately, or Lucy game no. A game and now take lead to around the 70th minute. Ye changes me nupe and a Danny the face of the game and obe Lucy 2-1. From there on your opportunity kokobo Elche. Obo Elche ni so anko ye amfama no obo 1-1. And on science kokobo a tima your friend say a Alaves. And then to science ball draw into this season. 3 matches our ball Spanish La Liga ni mo. Coach your friend said Diego Simeone entimi a single win. At this stage, Obe expect to Obe share team be a modern man from Kaka. Now they are reviving home because unya win now build your confidence or they are gather momentum. Now they are other games in him. But unfortunately for Atletico Madrid, Okwakwa could share team my friend is a VRL. VRL this season in the Spanish La Liga has been one of the strongest teams so far. 3 matches ayabo. But we need 2 and our draw 1. Our 7 points. I was Spanish La Liga anymore after the first 3 games. Oma pick it right from where they left it off last season. Last season, near Babe Real League, you know. Normally, one of the teams of Momode Mawasropa, Coach Marcelino built a very strong side at the Amabo Bokono. Last season, Omushia twice in Omushia, you know. First one ending in 2-2, second one ending in 1-1. And this is the kind of side that Atletico Madrid born at this point in time, we had the 3 maximum points, no the confidence. My Atletico Madrid 3 matches in this season, La Liga anymore. At the back, I realize and say they play good, they create chances, but almost create chances now and found some more quality strikers, almost conversion rate of them. They are not scoring this Atletico Madrid in last season. Because Julian Alvarez numbers are the buy. So last season, not on your start and put from the bench. I share 20 goals in the league. And the man Atletico Madrid Bobo. But this season performance and conquest are defense and you're very careful. Clement Lenglemo. And make sure. So play about would team my friend is a VR Mombo Solumu. Bokanan. Can this season first 3 matches in the Spanish La Liga strike and he 3 goals. He's among the top scorers. A Spanish La Liga anymore. It ushia such a side. Our more form and yeme ko ye di momo. Papi gay mujilem fin no moto to niema. Atletico Madrid should tread cautiously because when so babe twaso na went to me and sha na ya say season ne dia ma coach no ene ne mrante no. A club ye season as a pe. Unim say Barcelona, Real Madrid. Any one mo a ono ne betimi aba beje the Spanish La Liga title no has gotten a very rocky start this particular season. Coaching into Tony Manania Mansessa and Famaomo. Can Liverpool, honestly speaking, and slots, man in compressia DB any panic button. Make us a man in pressia any panic button because Ushe Liverpool Bobokono. Matches on my board this season, they've been good. Say Liverpool is struggling poor. Are there big teams here and they say on days a year difficult, or more man they no more results. Managing results in we are players a bar. One thing a key never season pa. Hey, how I'll be integrated the new players into the squad. And oh yeah, story be. So Baba Danny coach and a headache. So between striker, I a friend of Ekitike, and a striker a friend Alexander Isak. Coach and slot, who striker on starting another player on starting and from Liverpool Bobo. Ken, my coach in the on start Ekitike. Make away because we Ekitike in this one. Now you Alexander Isak in this one between these two strikers. Open the morning more no you good striker. No doubt about it. Isak on any day. For the past 2 seasons, Isak has shot 21 bako. English Premier League him. Was shot 23 bako. English Premier League him. That is just last season. Striker, your friend say who go to Kike every Bundesliga him never. Last 2 seasons, about half season in the Bundesliga, he played 14 matches and not share 4 goals. But last season, he share 15 goals and assisted 8 times. It depends the numbers awama for the past 2 seasons. Striker, your friend Isak, far better. But at Liverpool, Bobo Ken, and found say Isak what experience England, and found so a better striker at Liverpool in competitive games. Who Isak won. Ekitike now hold the fourth in the Liverpool, and he hasn't been bad as a striker. The first 3 matches are about English Premier League. Okita 3 direct goal contributions. Was 2 goals and our assist back. It is always such a striker. All one near Melcon kind of mawa. Now Alexander Isak ba. You integrate him into the squad in kaka. Maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, and for also a big player. But Nipana or Baba Betono, Liverpool. I am going to say it's a better striker than Isak because at Liverpool, can me know who the Ekitike team. But you who the Isak bet me Liverpool. And found say a Premier League now. We've seen strikers over quarter carpet from one Premier League club to the other. Maromo by Omo Intimiamo. Fernando Torres is a typical example. Ni profile and in status out the free Liverpool. And they joining a Chelsea Bobo Kono. A £50 million record fee. Chelsea de Kofano from Liverpool Bayern. Ni status now a way bigger. A striker friend is Alexander Isak there. But no coach Chelsea went to me and Mo. They the same league. It's the coach in here careful. No one press the panic button. And besides, Liverpool game no more bono. Only one in Ekobo. And you Burnley na Liverpool bono. And your side a bit me Liverpool competition. It's man in confusion behind family team.
Burnley for nyade.
Ken.
That's a Burnley. Almost share 2 goals to send Old Trafford na. I know more.
I know more.
Omona do
but on Manchester
United late goal penalty.
On Manchester the boy. And then Liverpool.
Sir.
Aye. Okay. So Manchester team going to be to Liverpool there now.
Penalty Krana United for no crabs penalty create.
And Burnley there were from Manchester more the money in Konkai.
Okay.
Burnley there were from. It's man in press panic button. The chinchilla media SMS was started there be now for confusion about team name. Okay. You have a stabilized team. And Kaka now the Isaki rem a famana. It will Liverpool now if was starting every game and only understandable. Now the Manchester derby. I feel say Manchester United. I will say you see game we at the sorry. Yes. Make us say the sorry because coach friend say Ruben Amorim has had a better show over Pep Guardiola time bi omo share bia.
Oya de chen Pep.
Onya de chen Pep. But omo mienu share ya Pep ntimi no.
Yes, oya de chen.
Say make us oya de chen Pep and ma disrespect Pep. Amorim more bra wo coach mu
am. Omo mienu share oya de chen Pep.
Omo mienu share de ayem fa ne sa. But generally in coaching enya na friend Pep. But omo share de a toda na yo kasa bia ye kasa mobi nshia nto mumi enu hia dia ayeta ko yema Amorim and we the City injury list Manchester so injuries kaka but Manchester United injuries could be a blessing to the Manchester United team me kasa because in the absence of Cunha there coach ni be pushi Bruno Fernandes e dey akọ nanim ti double 10 no e be Bruno Fernandes ni mboamu e dey be gina honom no the Kobe menu aba be partner Casemiro of which e be man fin na ye solid aye tighter than say Bruno Fernandes a partner Casemiro won fin on him. And a beer no play advantage to the Manchester United team. But I feel the City still has a lot of quality and found injuries are born of them. But it should be a game for Manchester United. Probably a double chance for Manchester United.
United na yade. Say a elite table na ye de hwe wow yade anya sanity.
Say 4-3.
There be 4-3 say.
So leading 1 point.
Nti you be for no over inje point mfanje 1 point inje cap on Liverpool.
Oh, somebody goes to Grandpa League free Manchester.
Nti see idea. Manchester derby ndo ya de United.
Sa.
Say omo money will league table no so chain City. Nti say 1.2 say point be yo. Nti de chen no. You will Amorim. Why? You better turn it. You better. yɛn fɛ no nsuo na me
United afa.
Amorim na me wona afa me nya
United afa.
Pese ne masesa ma.
Okay.
Enya so mo di na tem dodo.
Net o kwatia Pep.
Seme onana won se na me di na chi. Magoa me ta chire. Won se ene one na oni wa na nka bo we wa mo bia. Nka won se United for Kamusu.
Harry Magoa. Magoa Dino. Tọ́lá ọdún kwalẹ̀ kọ́ ẹ̀dùn kò pé góòsù.
O de game no say yẹn fa ne say United kọ da from 2-1. The last 10 minutes on manage.
Debi.
Obejina number 9. One na team ni nyina ni da no so. Enye sa. Yani pa we yina tem. Ni pa we yina tem. O manage bi mu ana hwe. Eno so be o manage bi mu.
Eno so na Chelsea United team ni wo form.
Anya form le wo. Anya form le wo because of your top player.
Ken, Tebu ya den. Now we rely on a central defender. So no na nko ani mu ngongo che go to Fabawa.
Last season Madrid. Mbappe si ko mo de ko fa ne ba na Vinicius kano. Emu ya den na Antonio Rudiger. Ndi ba sa Mbappe wasan won.
There be Mbappe inside, but Mbappe the last season Madrid season.
There be maybe say
na enye nyina he was the standout player.
Anya standout player. You games ni bi wona say omo show mo a. Na omo frechire okọ ani mu hobi. Eno no e je say omo mu je ni mo na sa.
On sign, but said last season Madrid team na ngane papa bia.
Nti sanity. Why? Nti sa pepepe. Monje ntum sa. Nti Maguano no. Ono se me so no Cristiano Ronaldo kwa na ba do ba ko ani mo. On your father. Akopegu emfa no honey player on nebo because okobia so say the tika.
Oh yes. Ono dey first road dia.
Be pema to.
First road dia.
Me da se yemfa nsuo